principle, and these are made when they affect the people directly. Development becomes meaningful when communities are given a voice in the setting of priorities, and when assemblies are empowered to respond to those voices. And so, as vital and strategic as conversations today are, we should ensure that the dialogue remains truthful to building communities that matter. When our deliberations translate into bold policies and actionable programs, we will truly remake local governance sustainable. This means that the challenge before us today is to ensure that decentralization moves from abstract aspirations to reality, the kind of reality that shapes service delivery, the kind of reality that creates opportunities and allows citizens to experience governance in their everyday lives. Ladies and gentlemen, our reset agenda in local governance is comprised but not limited to the following: increasing the local assembly common fund, which everybody agrees, moving towards the election of MMPCs, supporting assemblies to increase their own source revenues, and leveraging those revenues for private capital and development. These allow us to fill the gaps identified over the years, so that when a child walks into a classroom, or a parent visits a health facility, a trader sits in the market to sell her goods, or a farmer seeks and receives essential services, all these can appreciate the hand of government in their everyday lives and in their communities. Ladies and gentlemen, the formulation of National Decentralization Policy and Strategy 2026 to 2030 is progressing steadily under the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization and its Secretariat. I think they also deserve an applause. And when completed, the policy and strategy will provide a forward-looking framework for transferring power, authority functions, and responsibilities from the center to the sub-regional level. I expect that this dialogue will not only enrich the content of the policy, but also help shape the implementation in concrete ways. Government continues to support the committee and secretariat, which have been most effective in coordinating reforms in Ghana so that they deliver on their mandates as prescribed by law. Ladies and gentlemen, the national dialogue we are commencing today is therefore an opportunity for government, development partners, traditional authorities, civil society, the private sector, and citizens, all of us, to renew our commitment to building research, all of us. The outcomes of the dialogue will guide our policy for the next 5 years. Even more than that, they will redefine how we govern and perceive ourselves as a nation. Government is keen for the lessons and insights to be gained here to be translated into useful reforms and tangible improvements in service delivery for efficiency, inclusivity, and accountability. Let us envision a Ghana where governance is closer to the people, where institutions are responsive, where citizens are active participants in shaping their past. May Continental Dialogue on Decentralization and Responsive Governance.
We can continue to do it better. For Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, thank you very much. You will be seated, please. Thank you very much. Distinguished, a lot of tasks we have ahead of us, particularly hearing from Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and to commence this dialogue for the next couple of hours of actions that are going to be taken, local governance, and effective service delivery is going to be chaired by Honorable Dr. Samuel Ofosuampofu later on. That will come on, plus a number of others assessing the state of decentralization and local governance in Ghana and improving coordination, chaired by Professor Ernest Ait, former Vice Chancellor, University of Ghana. That will also be coming right after this opening ceremony. But let me acknowledge, and I think I mentioned earlier, that we are live on Ghana Television, GBC Radio, and Radio Gold, as well as a number of social media platforms from all the traditional and social networks that we have. Anytime we talk about decentralization, we are excited that a very, very important, and now, if not number 1 or 2 or 3, before, government has made it in such a way that you can't even tell who is number 1. But the institution, the traditional institution, is part of the top 3 that is helping us live in our communities very well. So we have the religious institutions, and we have government itself. We have the traditional institutions that are helping us live, and we are always pleased to have them around. This morning we are privileged to have Queen Mother of Lante Jani Wei. Jawe. Lante Jawe. Her Royal Highness Na Lamele Ajaku. Let's put our hands together. Nobody second for Madam. We thank you and appreciate your presence and your support all the time towards decentralization and achieving the best for our communities. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me also acknowledge the enormous work that has been done by the media team that are supporting to broadcasters. I'm told that Nana Sifa Chum, Dr. Nana Sifa Chum, a media consultant, is helping in that direction. The Ministry of Local Government Studies, the public relations team, Mr. Prince and Mame, that you'll be hearing from pretty shortly, have made sure that everywhere this is covered, because we want every nook and cranny of our country to hear what is happening in terms of transforming our communities. At this point, we are going to hear from our chairperson, having listened to all deliberations throughout, what she has to say. A big round of applause for our chairperson, please.
Thank you very much, Able MC. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nanaji Ajamal. Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as Chairman of the opening ceremony, it is my pleasant duty to bring our proceedings to a close. Your Excellency, you have set the stage for an important national conversation on how to reset decentralization and make local governance more responsive and effective for all Ghanaians. The inspiring words we have heard, and also from our speakers and development partners, remind us that decentralization is not an abstract policy. It is about improving the lives in our communities every single day. The work ahead